Okay, I'd really like you to try this with me. Just get yourself standing up, get your feet a decent width apart, like wider than shoulder width apart, bend your knees a bit, and then try rocking your hips in a figure eight. So I'm going back, behind, coming to the front, and then back, behind to the other side, and coming to the front. And if it helps you to imagine that you've got a pencil or a paintbrush coming down from between your legs and you're painting a figure eight on the floor, then yeah, that might just help you get that motion going on. Now, any sort of upright rocking and swaying is really, really good when you're in labour, because you've got gravity helping to bring the baby down onto your pelvic floor, which helps to get the baby into a good position to be birthed, and it helps to open the cervix up. It also helps to keep your pelvis more open, right? So, and open is a really, really key word here. We need to try and have our tissues soft, our pelvis open, and creating as much space as we can for the baby to move through the pelvis, through the vagina, and out into your arms. So, getting used to practicing rocking and swaying, and this figure eight is a nice way to do that. It's good, but I'm going to add to that. So just keep rocking and swaying in it while I talk to you, because no harm in continuing to do that. There are some clear connections between our mouth, our throat, even our sort of shoulders, and our vagina, our cervix, and our pelvis. And when we are open in our mouth and in our throat and our shoulders are relaxed, we are much more able to keep our pelvic floor loose and our pelvis open. And of course, in labour, it's really helpful to have your to be loose and open, to let that baby come through. So as you're doing your figure eight, I'm going to get you to try doing the opposite to what I want you to be doing in labour, which is I want you to crunch your mouth up tightly, and your face and your cheeks, and hunch your shoulders. You can clench your fists if you like to. And I want you, as you're doing your figure eight, to be all clenched like this. I want you to try and relax and let go of your pelvic floor. Yeah? If you need to unclench for a minute and just rock and just notice how open and soft your pelvic floor is, cool. And then clench, contract, scrunch your face up, and see what that does to your pelvic floor. Have you noticed how you can't keep it soft, you can't keep it loose while your face is all crunched up and your hands are tight and your shoulders are hunched? Yeah, so when we are open in our throat, our mouth is loose, our shoulders are soft, it's much easier. So let yourself do that now. So actually being conscious that your shoulders are soft, being conscious that your throat isn't tight, and even just being really aware of having your mouth and lips loose. Like actually let your mouth hang open a wee bit. And notice how much more softer you can keep your pelvic floor. Yeah? So if you're all hunched up, like this, trying to fight the contractions, you will literally take longer to get your baby born. You will feel more tension in your body, which causes more pain, which also doesn't help the progression of labour. So let's think soft, loose, open, and surrender. Something else that women will instinctively do, often, not always, when they are kind of in the zone in labour, is make really quite primal sounds. And the sound is often a bit like a cow mooing. So it sounds like, that sort of noise. If we hear somebody ah up here, that affects those things that I was talking about before. The higher pitched sounds make you more tight up through your jaw and your throat and your shoulders. And those higher pitched noises are therefore not helpful for keeping your pelvis open, your tissue soft. But those low sounds, they really help to keep your tissue soft. So as you're doing your rock, I want you to try out those different sounds and see what effect it has on your ability to keep your pelvic floor soft. The last one I want you to try is clenching your butt cheeks. Can you clench your butt cheeks and continue to keep your pelvic floor soft? And I bet you can't. And as soon as you let your bottom loose, your pelvic floor goes loose too. So things to think about when you're in labour: soft shoulders, open mouth, low sounds, soft bum.